Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your resident Diamond Ambassador, Will Zanders. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let me grab some headphones right quick. And let me get the comments up. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Do me a favor if you can hear me okay. There we go. I see you. All right, Kanasha Howard, welcome. Jessica Hill in the building. Let's get some. And y'all can see No Shave November and if I'm gonna get a haircut for the whole month. I don't even know. I have no idea. No clue. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me okay. Colette, welcome. Rashawn Owens in the building. Tanya Sanders, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Seymour, good to see you, brother. Dorothy Ridgway James, welcome. Good to have you on. Kanasha Howard, you can hear me okay? Perfect. Kathy, good to see you. Stephanie Wilcox, good to see you. Steph, what up? There's Wilcox in the building. All right, Roz Mayo. Okay, we are good to go. Let's get started in about 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Make sure you have paper and pen. A lot of information on this one. A lot of information on this one. And y'all will notice there's only maybe four teams that I would ever even represent for ever. And it's a love-hate relationship. I'm not really a New Orleans Saints fan, shockingly. But I do love the Baltimore Ravens. Y'all know Rick in Alabama, Roll Tide, my Alabama people. When I moved to North Florida, I didn't realize North Florida is basically South Alabama. I didn't know that, but we are still LSU Tigers to our heart. Our Tigers had a rough game, and that's the crazy thing about college football in general. Before we even get started with the information, listen, I don't care what nobody say. The SEC as a conference is the greatest college football conference of all time. And I think that's why all of us are so passionate about it when we're fans of SEC football, because how you not gonna be a fan of greatness? I don't care who wins the national championship in college, unless as long as it's from the SEC, I'm okay. I'm all right. But it's been an interesting year for the Tide, for the Tigers. Colorado's doing real well. They're fun to watch. Love watching Colorado football, even when they were 3-14 or 3-12, whatever. Look, there it is. Look, Mr. Anthony Stone said, "Don't sleep on my Buckeyes." Sir, we will sleep on the Buckeyes forever. We will continue to sleep on the Buckeyes. I'm sorry. Syracuse, no. We are definitely sleeping on Syracuse, 100%. And can I give a shout out? I don't do this as much as I should. Can I give a shout out to the Army is doing good. Shout out Army. Uh, yeah, shout out Army's doing great. Um, and who doesn't love the Army, the Air Force, Navy? Like, come on, everybody. I mean, come on. We even love the Coast Guard. Come on. But yeah, the Army is doing really good. Shout out to these green organics products. Some people are gonna be watching this on YouTube. Some people are gonna be seeing this on Facebook Live. Some people watching replay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna just tell you flat up. Yeah, bro, I need that. Look, look, I wasn't even wearing the Florida State shirt today. It just happened to be clean, and this is one I picked up at Walmart because everything in Florida is gonna be Floridaed out. So I probably got shirts from every Florida school. Uh, but that being said, y'all gotta come down here, man. I need y'all to come hang out, man. We can get something on the grill or something. Oh, Kyla, Lori, good to see you. Oh, got some event updates too. I'll probably share those tomorrow. Was checking out a couple of venues in Orlando over the weekend. But I'm gonna say this real quick. Quick product plug, ladies and gentlemen. For all those who know me, uh, back in the day, look, Florida's a great place for a vacation, bro. Great place for a vacation, man. I got you. Back when I used to work with Matt Bertrand, this is years ago, back when my first company was a little company called Zija International back in the Gap. And for people who knew me back then, and even Rick Burnett in Alabama, Rick remembers seeing me in different videos and stuff, and I was balding, you know. Yeah, we gave a huge shout out to the veterans yesterday for Veterans Day in general today as well. Shout out to all our veterans. In fact, yesterday, I think, was yesterday the Marines' birthday, or was it, I feel like it was Sunday. When was the Marines' birthday? I know the Army's birthday is June 14th. Was the Marines' birthday yesterday? 249 years of service. We got any Marines on? Let me see. Yeah, I got like one USF one, Jess. I got like one USF. I got a University of Central Florida. I got a West Florida, Florida State. Got Gators yesterday. So yeah, so huge shout out to the Marines. Happy birthday to all the Marines out there. Thank you, Donna Jacobs. And real quick before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, can y'all give Donna Jacobs some love in the chat? That young man made a great decision. Laura, a Steelers shirt? No, ma'am. Never in the history ever would I ever wear such a thing. I think I would break out in a funky green rash if I ever wore any Steelers paraphernalia at all. Donna Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen, for those of y'all who don't know her, she's super, super low key, but she works in corporate support, and she's one of the unsung heroes at corporate. So for those of y'all who remember when our company was really growing and growing pains with a company are always rough, Donna is one of those unsung heroes who literally held it down. And that's a fact. Every great CEO has an amazing team of people behind them. What am I drinking? MJ made this for me. This is Beetroot Max, apple cider vinegar berberine, fulvic acid, some grapes. It's just a bunch of great HBN products in there, a couple of Godasana oils, and some ice and some grapes. Yeah, but it's delicious. It's delicious. But for those of y'all who knew me back then when I first started in the industry, um, and I was balding back then. Real talk, balding back then, right up in here in that crown area, which y'all can see has tons of hair now if I can get past the locks. And it was this company, even in 2019, when I was first started making videos for Green Organics for HBN, way before Godasana, we even knew about Godasana. I was even balding in that video, but luckily for me, I'm tall, 6'4". I feel like I'm still growing some days. Some people told me I look taller this weekend. And lemon celery juice, cool. Okay, yeah, all that good stuff. And so I ended up, I was balding and eventually got a hold to these HVM products. Now, uh, for those who knew me back then, so I'm 6'4", so you couldn't really see that I was balding, but in certain videos you can see it. And people who knew me in person, Chop's a big dude, you know what I'm saying? But we all, growing older and things happen. Now, when I started using HBM products, Prosperity was the first HBM product I ever got. So, shocker, millions of dollars later, Prosperity Essential Oil works. However, it was Nourish. Okay, Nourish was one of them for sure. But I'm gonna tell you the products that really turned it up from a hair growth standpoint. It was black seed oil because black seed oil activates the NRF2 pathway, which is anti-aging. If you want the best anti-aging thing in the world, black seed oil, 100%. All of PubMed.gov research points to that, and it really works. So my nails started going faster. Then I started taking body, but I switched to body and used all that up. I did get some this month because it's our free Try Me product, but the Beetroot Max and then the fulvic acid, because that's all of the nutrient dense stuff you need to really give your body the raw material to grow. And of course, working on stuff like that. I think Nourish is coming back, Marceline. I'm really not sure. I don't have a timeline on that. But what I have noticed from my personal stuff is I've been doubling down on fulvic acid. Fulvic acid is so nutrient dense. I'm going to be frank. My hair's growing even more with fulvic acid. So although I love Nourish, can't wait till they get it back. I hope they get that stuff work out. But I'm gonna tell you, the new version of it, which has had my hair grow even more in the last couple of months than it was doing last year. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you right now, Beetroot Max, okay, Beetroot Max, fulvic acid, and black seed oil. Those three are absolute winner, okay? For anybody who the liquid fulvic acid, the liquid. Yeah. All right, let's dive into the information. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Whew, okay. Let's get this party going. Oh man, we got some information tonight. We got some, yeah, but again, all the products are great. Let me be frank. I see some great testimonials in there. And also, too, ladies and gentlemen, be ready. If you have testimonials, I had some people who have already started to see some amazing financial windfalls and stuff. And when you're doing the prosperity challenge like you're doing, just the phase, the mentality that you're putting yourself in, you may start to see some financial situations already start to improve, even though we haven't even got to the day where we're using prosperity oil yet. We're still on clear, and then we'll be going to align. I'm going to talk about both of those at the end of the call. uh, you may all be noticed some stuff already. So if you already have had a couple of testimony, oh, Manglo, dang, I forgot, Kara, how did I forget? Manglo, I added that just for the beard, and my beard went from literally no beard, and then boom, and now I'm not cutting it. But yeah, 100%. And a quick tip about Manglo too, ladies and gentlemen, if you're using the Beetroot Max, I recommend that you're using. It's going to open up those blood vessels for sure. The fulvic is going to get you the nutrient density you need. Water, of course. But then if you get the main glow, you can use it topically, like as a beard oil. Really get that beard coming in. For my guys who have trouble getting the beard, they got a little patchy beard syndrome. That main glow will help you a lot. And you can also use main glow right around your lining and stuff like that. You can get main glow to really bring in a lot of edges in case your edges are whack or dripping. You can use main glow, our hair growth serum, for that. And also, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you out there who are parents, grandparents, this, that, and the third, everybody should have at least one pair of blue light glasses. Now, you'll notice that I wear different pairs of blue light glasses on these different calls, even though I don't wear prescription glasses. I don't need them. But I wear blue light glasses. And I have so many pairs of these things all over the place. Here's another pair. Everybody in the house got to wear blue light glasses. Why? Because we're on these phones and we're on these computers all the time. And these phones and these computers are giving off a lot of harmful radiation. I hate to break it to you. In fact, the government in France, I mentioned this before, the government in France has a Ministry of Health that is um, specifically designed to check the electricity and electronics and things like that in France to make sure they're not harmful. And they actually banned at least one version of the iPhone. So there's one, I think it might be the 14 or the 15. There's at least one version of the iPhone which you can't even buy in France because it kicks out so much harmful negative radiation that the French government was like, no, our citizens will go blind in a couple years dealing with that iPhone. But here in America, we got access to all that stuff. So you have to protect yourself and your kids because kids' arms are shorter. So kids have the phones closer to their faces. And the real epidemic, I think, that's going to be in the next generation, not this generation, but the generation of kids right now, in addition to everything else they got to deal with, I believe it's going to be neck and back issues like this and eye issues because they're like this so much. They literally live hours a day like that. And that's going to create some problems, but do what you can do to help them. Make sure they do a good posture, correct them on their posture. Chiropractors are amazing. I got to go to the chiropractor tomorrow. They're amazing. And also chiropractors is like going to a chiropractor at least 3 or 4 times a year, minimum 3 or 4 times a year, is like getting an oil change for your skeleton. Okay, yeah, it's a going to a chiropractor is like getting an oil change for your skeleton. I kid you not. You gotta just don't be scared. Just get it done. It's one of the best things you can ever do. All right. So here we go. Oh, I can't even tell. Look, Jess, I can't even get mad at him about the texting thumbs because we've been on these video. Look, we've been on these video games since we was babies. We go to football practice or basketball practice and break a finger easy. Yeah, that I can't help with that. That I can't help with that. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Massage therapy too. Massage is very, very good. But most people know to get a massage and they'll do that because that's like a luxury thing. You can even get massage therapy in the mall and got some really good massage therapists. But people typically try to stay away from going to the chiropractor's office. But no, I'm gonna really recommend that. So let's dive into the information. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have, oh yeah, after spinal surgery, oh yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. Let me be clear. Anything I ever say, please consult a healthcare professional prior to. We're not going to claim that our products treat, cure, or prevent any diseases. And anything you hear about the income, we're just going to tell you some true stories. And anything you hear about income claims or people making money, this is not guarantees of income. You got to put work in to make money. All right, we got all the disclaimers out there. So if you think this is a get rich quick scheme, get off this video because it's not. All right. Now, for anybody on here who's already had some testimonials, I know Rick is on here. I know some other people. I have a couple that I'll read off. But if you've already had a testimonial just in the last couple of weeks since we started really doing the Prosperity All Challenge, especially the last week or so, just put that in the chat and we can get that read. And I'm gonna give you a couple of questions right now. And I want you to write these questions down, and then we're going to get into some of the hardcore research about essential oils. And also, too, we have all of the videos available on a public playlist on YouTube. So if you want to watch days 1 through 7, because today is day 8 of the Prosperity Oil Challenge, you can go to YouTube, go to Will Sanders' YouTube channel, and you can see the whole playlist right there and watch these in order so you don't feel lost, okay? And this is going to be 14 days. We'll be doing this for the next till 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got 6 more days of this stuff. So y'all stuck with me for 6 more days. And if you can't watch it, it's okay. We got the replays. We're already gonna put there. Lori, type it in the chat. Can you type it in the chat anyway, just so we can see it? Because I don't have access to the testimonial group while I'm on live. But not product testimonials, but testimonials specifically about finances in general, not the product testimonials. If we did product testimonials, we'll be on here for 4 hours and still not get done with them. Thank you so much. Let me give you 3 questions right quick, just a little bit of coaching and teaching. These 2 questions will help you a lot. This particular, Gwen found $50. Congratulations, Gwen. Love that. Just random 50 piece. Love it. Love it. Things like that been happening for people. And so here's 3 questions. Question number 1, please write this down if you haven't already. This will help you build your business. Period, point blank, in the store. Here's one of my favorite questions. I'm just curious, when it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open or are you closed-minded? All right. In network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people do not get the individuals that they want to that they want to sponsor to the business, not because the people aren't ready to join, but because they don't know what to say. Sometimes it's the words, and we say all the wrong words, and then people don't join, even though they're pre-sold on what we do. That particular question, love it or hate it, it's just flat out effective, and you can use it on social media. You can use it. I wouldn't recommend posting it. That's just really lazy. But if you have a conversation already going in the inbox, you could easily transition the conversation to see whether or not they're even interested in business by saying, hey, let me know when you got a minute. I had a quick question. And that's it. And eventually the person will get back to you because they're curious. And you could just say, yeah, man, thanks for getting back to me. I'm just curious. When it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open or are you closed-minded? That's a script. It just works. And the person's either going to say, yes, I keep my options open, what you got? And then you have an opportunity to share a video or something like that with them with the business or product or whatever you want to share. Or they may say, no, I'm not open. I don't keep my options open at all. Or they may say, yes, I keep my options open unless it's network marketing and MLM. And in that case, they're telling you, no, I don't keep my options open. So you can say, man, thank you so much. I was just curious, enjoy your day. I'll see you at church or whatever. But that question is very powerful. Another question, that's a question you can ask a person. Okay, this next question is a question that you should ask yourself in the mirror every single day. Okay, here's going to be that question. This is a leadership question. You should ask yourself this all the time. Ooh, I can't wait to read these testimonials. I love them. I see them coming in. Keep them coming. Keep them coming if you got them. All right, pause. And so the next question is, you should ask yourself this. If your team did today, or this is like ask myself this in the mirror, if my team did today what I did today, how big would my check be? Okay. If my team did today what I did today, how big would my check be? You can ask yourself that question, and you should. And you should. And that'll help you from becoming delusional. It'll help you from becoming a delusional network marketer who knows a lot of information but doesn't make any money or just doesn't make as much money as you think you should make. Because I don't care if I do 2,700 Facebook Lives, we don't get paid for that. I don't care if I make 8,700 Facebook posts and read 16 books, we don't get paid for that. In network marketing, we get paid when products go from the company to people, period. Be it auto ship, be it in person, be it a one-time order. We get paid when products go from the company to people, period. A product's got to get to a person. All right. So the only things we get paid to do is recruit and retail. Nothing else makes the cash register ring. Making cute videos, TikToks, and all that don't make the cash register ring. Okay. A lot of us do get paid now from Facebook. When we make posts, Facebook is actually really bumped up the pays. So we probably need to do another training relatively soon where we teach people how to get Facebook to accept your page and your content, start paying you for posting. So I'll notice I'll just be posting anything. I'll be getting paid for that. Just weird, but and they started paying a lot more, like a extra type of bonus. They tweaked the bonus program apparently, and Facebook paying a lot more money now, so that's cool. And I'm gonna keep track of all that, but we'll do that. But here's the point: if my team did today what I did today, how big would my check be? You got to ask yourself that question to keep it real with yourself, and you'll understand why you're rank advancing or not. Some of you might be slipping into management mode where you're trying to do all kind of coaching and teaching, and you're not recruiting. You're never on a leaderboard. You're not recruiting. You're not retailing. You're not even doing what a lot of us do as leaders, as in building teams down and giving money. Giving people away, building in depth. We've been teaching how to build in depth, so we're still going to get paid. We're still recruiting and retailing, even if you don't see people on there. All right, so that's uh, so if my team did today what I did today, how big would my check be? You should stay whenever you can, at least 80% of the time, in phase one activities, which is going to be recruiting and retailing, and take the time to get good at that. Don't be lazy. Don't not be good. Chelsea says she can't get monetized through FB. That probably means you've been posting too much truth. I got demonetized too for some reason. They let me come back. I don't know why. But you posting too much truth on public posts. If you post on just to your friends or something like that, or on your stories, they don't really do that. But yeah, if you got demonetized, you probably posted some truth. You probably posting some hardcore, some hard hitting facts or some truth. And the powers that be just wasn't having it. Hopefully, now that the election and everything is done, hopefully Facebook will go the way of Twitter and start respecting free speech, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Because. All right, here's the last question I'll give you. This is a life-changing question. This is a question that really, then we're going to get into the information, I promise. This particular question, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm going to just tell you. This is a question that I'm going to ask you. Okay, first question is a question you can ask people. Second question was a question you ask yourself. Here's a question that I'm going to ask you. And this particular question is the question that motivated me internally till this day to become good at network marketing, not just with information about the products, which I am really good at that, but also not tooting my own horn, but I'm pretty good. But it's also going to be the skills of building a business, the skills of how to build a business, how to generate leads, how to talk to people, how to close people, how to handle objections. This question made me get good at getting people in front of information, and that's really what you want to do. You don't have to even do the presentations like we used to have to do back in the day. We used to be in Lake Charles, Louisiana, at the restaurant, at Chops and Them Family Restaurant. Man, we'd had that thing packed out, and we'll be doing introductions, we'll be doing public speaking. It's network marketing evolved so much. You really can just send videos. I don't like that it's like that. I like meeting people in person more, like we used to back in the day. But and with COVID and everything happened too, you got to really, videos became even more popular. So you just got to know what videos to send, and a lot of y'all are sending the wrong type of videos. Number one. But even if you did know the right video to send, and we got several that we teach you to send because we know what works because we work it. Here's the question. Okay. And this is all about getting someone to take a look at some information, and you got to have some skills to do that. Otherwise, people just be telling you no all day because your skills aren't up to par. I was doing a count earlier. I've read over 400 books on network marketing and personal development, and some of those books I've read dozens and dozens of times. Dozens. So, two of them I've read over 60 times. Some of them I've read 5 or 6 times. A lot of them are paperback. Okay. Most of them are going to be audio at this point because I can just consume more information. I think I listened to at least 2 full audiobooks yesterday, just another 2 new ones full. And I'm going to listen to those again because they were so good. So here's the point. Here's the question. If your family's life depended on someone watching your video, What would you do differently? Okay. If your family's life depended on someone watching your video, whatever video you send in, the business opportunity video, I like industry validation videos, but whatever. If your family's life depended on someone watching your video, what would you do differently? And when I heard that question years ago at a sales training, my question was to myself was, dang, I need to really work on my skills. I really need to start reading books, man. I really need to, as much as I love football, I need to, if the game on, that's cool. I need to be having an audio book going on in my ear, going. I need to have audio book. If there's a seminar, if there's a workshop like the one coming up in Orlando, Florida, February the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, I got to be there. Because if my family's life depended on somebody watching my video, evaluating my opportunity, getting involved in my business, what would I do differently? I would be a lot better. I'd be a lot more professional, and I wouldn't treat my learning and education and my skill sets and my mindsets, I wouldn't take them so lightly at all. And that question really did it for me. Might not do it for you, but it did it for me for sure. Let's check out a couple of these testimonials, and we'll get started into the research and information. Oh, these look fun. These look fun. Gwen Creighton found $50. Fantastic. Jessica says she's leading the football pool, and as long as the Rams win, she wins the pool. Good. Go Rams then, unless they're paying the Ravens. I don't know. They're not even divisional. Never mind. But I hope the Rams win. Go Rams. Twyla said she just checked her husband's email, and he got a $179 refund. Well done. Twyla said when people get married, y'all one flesh. Tyler said, I mean, we got one bank account, $179. That's for the house. Love it. Lucretia said, Chris said she got $70 on a Chime account. Well done. Deidre says she got a $4,000 blessing. Well done. I'm telling you, here we go. Her oldest son got blessed with his college, paid $750 to do an art event promoting mental health advocates for athletes. I love that. High school senior son got his sixth offer to play college football. Let's go. And that's all in the last 24 hours. But won't he do it? Deidre, won't he do it? Love that. Laurie said she found a winning lottery ticket. Fantastic. She got a couple recent orders, $150 in commissions, and those customers are sharing her links. And in person, she sold 4 hair and body bars. Well done. Joynice said she hit her dad's birthday on Saturday and got 430 for several $100s. Well done. Yeah, see, it's not always going to be through network marketing. That's the fun part. It's easy when you get your money through network marketing, because that's a vehicle. It's just a one stream of income that we have, but you got people getting money from all over the place. And that's how abundance works. Okay. We happen to be in network marketing together. We happen to learn personal development, but the things you learn here, even like the color personality types, that'll help you in your life outside of network marketing. Okay. Being healthy and learning different types of health, and that'll help you in your life way outside of network marketing. Learning, as we have for the last week, about all types of prosperity and abundance, the history of money in America and other places around the world in abundance, and think that's going to help you. That's going to help you in all parts of your, not just in network marketing. Yeah, I love that though. Jessica, my favorite. Oh, we got paid today. Today was Matrix. I ain't even checked my back office yet today. I can't look. I can't wait. So today was Matrix Monday. I love it. So yeah, we all got paid today. No, anybody building a business got paid. Let me say that. Anybody, people sitting on their butt ain't getting paid, but the people who building a business got paid today. Mimi says she won Ocean Vitality on HBM. Love it. Love Ocean Vitality is in here too. I love Ocean Vitality. Okay, Kenya says right here, someone paid for her and Corey's food in the drive-thru at Wendy's. Dang, that's what I'm talking about. People just paying it forward. She got an extra outfit from Shein with her order. Boom. Okay, she ordered a chip rack from Amazon and they sent her too. Didn't I tell you when you really start getting locked in with this prosperity challenge, this stuff be crazy? It just be happening. It be weird. 4-Leaf Peace Herbals, not sure who that is, but welcome, welcome. 4-Leaf Peace Herbals. Got an order on a Go to Sign a link and 2 orders on their site. Well done. I also made a vision board yesterday with my daughters. Beautifully done. I love that. Way to go, 4-Leaf. Love it. Mr. Anthony Stone said he won $245 at the casino and received a $78 refund. Well done. And for those of y'all who don't know, just another quick heads up, some other testimonials that people sent me. Y'all know Rick got that check for $21,000. Y'all already know Rick been rolling, teeing it up with the essential oil usage. One of my barbers, this wasn't one of my barbers, but they were a barber at my barber shop. They already had said no to me for the business once they saw the video. They reached out yesterday out the clear blue wanting to join. So they joined yesterday. So that was really cool. Two more reps who had been quit. I ain't seen one of these people in 2 years, another in a year. They came back with 100 BV orders. With 100 BV orders, that was awesome. So we seeing total. We got some total. A total stranger joins me today. We weren't Facebook friends. I don't know where this guy got my link from. He joined today, saw him in the back office, and then he found the Facebook group somehow and asked for information to the Facebook group. So I was like, "You got total strangers joining right now." Eve over in Trinidad and Tobago. Eve sold 10 bottles of retail product, doing hand-to-hand combat, selling retail product, and she got some reorders. I think, didn't I see one of Belinda's testimonies on here? Did I miss Belinda? There she is. How did I miss Belinda's? Yeah, Belinda, let me make sure I didn't miss nobody. Belinda said she was at the farmer's market. She put a business card on a board and she got contacted by someone who's a CEO of a business company to city to come check out the company and they can put her in front of hundreds of fellow business partners to network. Yeah, your network equals your net worth. Well done. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, and last but not least, I think is that everybody? Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, nope, still not done. A customer she tagged in the Go. Lori said a customer she tagged in the Go Designer Fresh Essentials Kit giveaway won, and last month a customer won for the HBN giveaway. Well done. Charlotte said Chris got three prospects already. He ready to rock and roll, and that's Charlotte's husband, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how important it is to have a spouse that really supports your business. You can't put a price tag on that blessing. So congratulations, Miss Charlotte. We love that for you and Mr. Chris. That's fantastic. Good to hear from y'all. All right, let's get into the information. So here we go. Uh, the three books we're going to talk about, one is called The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton, PhD. You don't have to buy these books. I'm going to basically just give you the Reader's Digest version. They are not on our book list per se to read, like Icebreakers or 48 Laws of Power. But these are still really good books for people who want to learn more. But these are not on our please go buy these lists. But this is a really good one. It's just a long book, Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. And he was one of the doctors involved with the Human Genome Project. And the government spent, I think it was close to $1 trillion on mapping out the human genomes and things like that over like a very long period of time. And he was one of the doctors involved in that. So all his research is really world class, top tier research. And he's really in epigenetics, okay, and the environmental influence. And his work really showed that environmental factors have led and can lead to epigenetic modifications. Okay, where you are and what you surround yourself with has been signed, and the people you surround yourself with, the environment that you place or you find yourself in can affect your DNA gene expression. And that can affect a ton. So people talk about nature versus nurture. It's actually both. It's actually both, okay? Clinical epigenetics, talking about the placebo effect, which is we're gonna demystify that today. How many people have ever heard of the placebo effect and knows that when people think something's gonna happen, it happens? Like as far as medicine, they'll give somebody a sugar pill, then the other person they'll give some real prescription drugs. Both of the people get healed because the person thought the sugar pill was gonna work. How many people have ever heard of that? The placebo effect. And shockingly enough, that is a real scientific concept that's been duplicated a lot. It is not some weird mumbo jumbo, but people don't understand how it works. I'm going to explain that to you tonight. You're also going to see, let's see what Gina said. Gina said she had a family friend. She asked to order from her for a year ago and she didn't, but she made an order today. Well done, Gina Wilson. See? Abundance and prosperity. It's kind of told y'all, a lot of y'all got an order in and you got that get it done blessing from last month. See, a lot of y'all just carrying the anointing over to a whole nother month and y'all forgot y'all had it. And this stuff is going to keep going for you. So I'm so proud of everybody. Um, let's see, nature. Yeah, okay. So then you have a cellular response to environmental signals. And what he did, he actually took the information. He actually took stem cells, microscope on a microscope, in a controlled environment, And he showed two identical sets of stem cells, which are identical from the same source. And what ends up happening is he put them in different environment, and the cells started to grow differently based on what was around them that they weren't even touching. It was the strangest thing. And another book that we're going to talk about, just going to give you the highlights, is called Vibrational Medicine by Dr. Richard Gerber. And this was very, very fascinating as well. Uh, and he did studies, and his studies even were featured at the Mayo Clinic. Electromagnetic fields and healing. Y'all seen like those magnet. The book was called The Biology of Belief, Richard by Dr. Bruce Lipton. Okay, and Dr. Gerber's work was really around electromagnetic fields and medical treatments, and even for athletes. You ever seen those magnetic bracelets? Those frequency bracelets and stuff like that. Back in baseball, they were big for a while. Those fighting, you even have the magnetic socks and the copper socks and all this type of stuff. As weird as that may seem, there is actually a huge amount of scientific research that people aren't aware of that really work and point toward the use of electromagnetic fields, electricity, magnetism in health. And one that he specialized in called TMS, that's called transcranial magnetic stimulation. And that used magnetic fields to stimulate nerve cells in the brain to alleviate certain health conditions. So that was fantastic. That was all those studies are in that book. Another one that he worked with was called pulsed electromagnetic field therapy, and that research of hear me out the electromagnetic field therapy. Yeah, I got this bracelet from one of those type of places. This one right here. Yeah, it's got magnets, got some other stuff in there, but I wear it all the time. Yeah, it's what it is. You know, things have frequencies and vibrations, magnetism, things like that. Now, pulse electromagnetic field therapy was really good in treating bone healing and osteoarthritis, like pulsing the magnetic fields. So that was really some interesting studies as well. Cellular movement, electric fields can direct the movement of cells. Okay, and that ended up helping and having huge implications in the studies for wound healing and tissue regeneration. So electricity, magnetism, and belief. That's three different things that are all really keyed in for people becoming super healthy and awesome. And a lot of people, a lot of doctors aren't even aware of that, but there are other doctors that are publishing a lot of work and a lot of information on that. Electricity, magnetism, belief, it's crazy. The last book that we're going to give some highlights from is called Recovering from Life-Threatening Illnesses by Dr. Mitchell Gaynor, MD. And Dr. Gaynor, yeah, crystals are awesome too. Love crystals. Love, love, love crystals. Yeah, I love crystals. Crystals are in the Bible. A lot of people don't like crystals. They think they're woo-woo and weird. And again, I tell people all the time, when people think that essential oil, we even had some people that were just ignorant. They didn't know any better, that they thought that essential oils were witchcraft. And they just ignored the over 400 to 600 references to essential oils like frankincense and myrrh, even olive oil, sandalwood, all of these oils we have at and Godasana and things like that. They just ignored the fact that all of those in the Bible and the oils were used by God's people. In fact, the oils a lot of times were used as money and currency back in the day. So no, essential oils I mean, if something was witchcraft, we have a particular oil at HBN at Godasana called spikenard. It's a very pungent, very interesting smelling oil. A lot of people don't even know we have it, but I bought some only because it was the oil that was used and poured on Jesus' feet in the New Testament. He was anointed with spikenard, okay? And nard is what they call it in the Bible, spikenard or nard, depending on the translation. So we know better because we're educated, but the Bible does say study to show thyself approved. So sometimes people just don't do any studying. They don't even read the Bible, but want to scream about what's, holy, what's witchcraft, what's not, but they don't know because they've never really got educated. And as far as crystals, it's the same thing. There were several crystals, onyx and jasper, beryllium, that were all not just mentioned in the Garden of Eden as awesome things, but so much so, God said, I wanted 12 of these different crystals, different type of crystals, gems, menstones, rubies, stuff like that, to be put in the breastplate of the priest, of the high priest. So you couldn't even approach the temple and talk directly to God unless you had a breastplate with a certain number of crystals in there. And it's the same type of quartz and really cool crystals that you'll see at like one of those weird crystal shops, okay? But people who've never really read the Bible, never studied it at a deeper level, simply don't know any better. So we can't save everybody, folks, but we do try to let people know that the things that we talk about, be it essential oils, be it healthy foods, be it black seed oil, be it metal like copper or gold or any, we talk about stuff that God done already made, and ain't nothing you gonna do, that nothing we gonna let nobody do to make that stuff unholy. Like the stuff God made, He put it there for a reason. We love it, keeps us healthy. And the people who don't, I guess they could just stay on prescription drugs their whole life. That's on them. And I don't knock prescription drugs. Some prescription drugs are very, very good, helpful for people. And the right doctors with the right conditions need to have people, with certain medical procedures and things. That's just the truth. I'm not one of those people that's going to say all that stuff is, but no, they got some great doctors out there and they know what they do. That being said, there's a huge issue with addictive prescription drugs and things like that people don't even need. And that's a whole nother conversation. But that being said, I'm off my soapbox. Let's get into this book uh, by Dr. Gaynor. Make sure, yeah, by Dr. Mitchell Gaynor. This is called, his book is really about sound therapy. Okay, and research indicated that combining meditation with some non-invasive brain stimulation techniques with sound, okay, was really cool. That helped people, and these were called frequency-based wellness treatments, and they're becoming very, very popular. And they're using sound waves as alternative healing. That was in Vogue magazine, talking about the work of Dr. Gaynor, and also Stanford. Okay, Stanford quoted some of his work, and Stanford even was using some of those sound frequencies and also talking about the placebo effect as well. So that was really cool. Now, all of those studies in those books have incredibly rigid scientific foundations, and they're really bridging a lot of traditional science, but with holistic and alternative medicine. And I think that that's going to be the future of what we're seeing. But here's some stuff I really love. Let me give you just a couple of articles, and we're going to kind of dive into how does this make sense with the essential oils. We're going to bring it all together for you like we've done every single day for the last 8 days. Don't worry, all right? Now, the Cochrane Review, and this was published in the Cochrane Database of Systematic Reviews. This is from January 2010, and they were doing randomized controlled trials to assess the effects of the placebo effect, and they found that it can have significant effects, especially in areas of pain and nausea, stuff that could be subjective that you didn't really know that that the person can tell you how bad they feel. It worked for everything, apparently. In fact, it worked in some capacity for all clinical conditions. That's a quote, literally from the article, all clinical conditions. But for some, it was really, really effective. And that was the more subjective stuff, like pain and nausea and stuff like that. Um, there's another article in the Lancet Journal, which we love. That was from February 2010. We love the Lancet, that particular journal. A lot of great information there. And this was on the mechanisms of the placebo and the nocebo effect, which was sometimes if people don't think something will work, even if it should, it won't because they don't think it will. The nocebo effect, okay? And that highlighted, this is amazing. Listen, it highlighted how expectations and conditioning can influence treatment outcomes. Wow. Wow. So what you think about, if you think something will work, it'll work even on a physical level. How much more in network marketing? If you don't think it's going to work, it ain't going to work for you. But if we think it works and we know it's going to continue to work for us, so you may as well be a part of the positive thinking brigade because the science is all there. From your health to your wealth, your mind is the number one factor, and all of this research is pointing toward that in a lot of different ways. And that's not to say if you get in a car crash and your leg is hanging off, you don't need antibiotics and a surgeon. Of course you do. Let's not be stupid, people. But the point is, if you're not in that type of super harmful situation, thinking positively about it is going to help you a lot more than thinking negatively about it. And that is what the science says. That's not my opinion. The Bible's been said that. Let the weak say I am strong. You can't say something unless you think it first. Okay? As a man thinketh in his heart, says he. The Bible has always said this stuff. But it's 2,000 years later when science is really starting to catch up with stuff that the Bible and other really amazing spiritual texts have already said for years. Just a heads up there, okay? Next up, this particular one was published in Nature's Review Drug Discovery in March 2013, another journal, and it talked about the placebo responses in clinical trials, and again, talked about not just the patient's expectations, but also the patient-provider relationship. Okay, who was treating you even mattered. Okay, if you're working with a good coach, I didn't even think about this until I started researching this stuff for y'all. If you're working with a good coach, even if you're not sponsored by them, but you're under the tutelage of coaching, or you're getting trained by Coach Marcus Jones, or to a slightly lesser degree, or Will Sanders, or some other individuals, if you're getting coached by people, is Coach Marcus on this call? Can I give a shout out to Coach Marcus right quick? On the cover of Home Business Advertiser magazine, multimillionaire Coach Marcus Jones, rock star. Yeah. If you're getting coached by some people, it'll help you have better results because you just think you should. But what I always tell you, okay, you can always regurgitate what you hear, but you can only reproduce what you are. It does help if you've been treated in medicine by a professional. It helps in network marketing if you're partnered up with professionals, even if on a part-time basis, you'll get better results. Nature's Review Neurology, another journal. It's going to be the same thing, but it says right here. It says right here. This is going to be important for a lot of people. It says right here. Yeah, Coach Marcus signed that from. We signed each other's copies of different magazines we were in. It was great. It was great. Now, hear me out. This is Nature's Review Neurology, May 2011. A study examined how the placebo effect was effective in neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease. So even in some things that you think is just absolutely hopeless, if people think it's going to help them, it typically helps them. But again, Bible verse in the book of Matthew, what does it say? What does it say? What's one of my favorite ones? According to your faith, shall it be done unto you. According to your faith, shall it be done unto you. And if you're lacking the faith right now to become abundant and prosperous and successful in network marketing, do yourself a favor, do your family a favor. Go to the playlist on YouTube or look at it in this group, watch videos 1 through 7, and then come back to this video because you need to build your belief. And those videos did a whole lot of belief building. Okay, let me give you one more research study. This is from PLOS One, and PLOS stands for the Public Library of Science, PLOS. So sometimes you'll see that on the on some of these research. If you ever go do your own, you'll see PLOS One sometimes, the Public Library of Science. Okay, and this was a December 2017 article, and it really investigated how effective placebos were even when the patients were aware that they were receiving the placebo. The people knew that they were getting a sugar pill or some type of inert substance, water that had nothing magical in it, okay? And the findings said that it still elicited positive health outcomes. It's crazy. The human brain is amazing, and that's 2017. So this is stuff you're not going to learn anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to say it, but it's amazing. Now, here's the thing I want to make sure I'm clear about. Nutrition still matters. I hate to break it to you. Supplements still matter. I hate to break it to you. Getting enough rest and drinking enough water, that stuff still matters. You still need the raw material to heal and to continue to grow, and maintain a healthy physiology. However, as far as the activating the things, I'm letting you know your brain is very, very powerful. And the more powerful your brain, a lot of people don't think about this from a supplementation standpoint, things that have omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids in it, DHA and EPA, like our mind superfood powder, that's going to help your brain operate at a higher level when you give your brain the fuel it needs to really do what it needs to do to really bring your thoughts into manifestation. You can have a car with cheap gas and 3 flat tires, and I don't care if the engine's strong and you slam your foot on the gas, it's never going to go as fast as it would if it would have the proper raw materials or some good motor oil in there, some, a good carburetor, for example. So it's the same thing with your body, same thing with your brain. You do want to put the proper supplementation in it so your body can do what your thoughts really want it to do. Okay, it works together like that. All right. Now, these studies really underscore the complex interplay between mind and body. And we already know that regardless of the fact that our minds can create certain conditions for our body does need certain raw materials to work with. I don't care if it's water, sleep, nutrition, supplements, vitamins, protein, you still, magnesium, zinc, you still need this stuff. But your body's going to do a lot better with these things than without them. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about a metal rod. Now I have a piece of a joystick controller, and this is just the top of it, but you see the little joystick controller part. I'm doing some assembling another arcade game over there. It's from the arcade game part. And imagine this little metal rod. Just imagine this metal rod was this long. Okay. We are going to go into this is a science class that I'm sure you've never been a part of, but you're going to be a part of it today. And let's pretend this is a metal rod. And if I could move this back and forth, okay, you'll see some motion. This is motion, okay? The rod is moving back and forth. But if I were to be able to move it really, 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 really fast, let's say my arm was superhumanly fast, and I could move this really fast back and forth, how many people know that at some point it would appear to be standing still? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Anybody ever seen something move back and forth so fast it looks like it's standing still? How many people ever seen anything move like that before? Okay, just random physics. Okay, just random physics. Okay, yeah, people have seen that before, where some things just go back and forth really fast, and then it's just like stop. It looks like it's kind of still. Motion is just a rate of vibration. Pretend this is a metal rod. Okay, so we understand that motion is just a rate of vibration. Now, that is how, let's say, for example, I could move it even faster. If I could move this rod even faster than that at a supersonic speed, okay, you would actually start to hear, you would feel a little bit of breeze, you would feel a little wind, that's motion, but then you would start to hear a low humming sound. Like, remember, imagine it's metal, like a tuning fork, and I'm swinging it back and forth so fast. Eventually, if I could move it superhumanly fast, that metal rod will start to produce a low hum, a low hum. Okay, how many people know that pianos work when you hit the keys? The piano is going to hit a string, and the string is going to vibrate, and that's what makes the piano sound. How many people know that if I was to shake that magnetic rod back and forth at a supersonic, that sound, supersonic speed, you would start to hear a sound from that rod? How many people know that a violin, when you hit the strings vibrating cause a sound? Okay, so now we've just discovered that motion and sound are just rates of vibration. And I propose to you that if we were to continue to move the metal rod back and forth at a super, super high speed, that particular sound will start off at a low hum, and then it will go up and up and up and up in pitch and volume until it become a high pitched shrill, like a dog whistle almost, and then you wouldn't be able to hear it anymore, because the sound it produces will be so high pitched it will go outside of the realm of what the hairs and crystals in your ears can process from a sound standpoint. So how many people know that if you continue to vibrate that metal rod at a high rate of speed, it is going to eventually go outside the realm of what humans can hear, and only animals can hear it at that point? Okay. So put a 2 in the chat if you now understand, just on a basic scientific fundamental level, because we have to understand these concepts. Put a 1 in the chat if you understand that motion and sound are just rates of vibration. They're just rates of vibration. That's all they are. But just put that in the chat. If you understand that motion and sound are just rates of vibration. Yeah, put a 1 or a 2 in the chat, either one. I just need to know that we're tracking what we're tracking. Okay? Just need to know that we're tracking what we're talking about. Doesn't matter, 1 or a 2. Just put it in the chat. Okay? Those are rates of vibration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go to another level. Okay. If you were to continue to vibrate that metal rod at an even faster speed, beyond what we've already done, beyond where you can see it move to the point where it looks like it's still, but it starts to create a hum and all the way up into a high pitched shrill. It would break glass. And even after that, if we could even possibly continue to move that rod back and forth at a super sonic speed, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to start to heat up and it's going to get very warm. Okay, you can take a metal rod and you won't know if it's hot or not until you touch it. Okay, if anything is moving super, super, super fast, it's like a car engine. It's going to get very hot after it gets past the part where it's making some sound. It actually could be moving and making sound and being hot at the same time. That's all rates of vibration. But how many people know that if you continue to move that metal rod, it will go way past friction and start to create heat? It will get very warm very quickly. And then it'll get so hot. If you keep vibrating it, it'll start to glow. It'll start to glow hot red. Why do you think the glowing red top part of a stove starts off slow, but when you turn on the electricity, it starts to heat up because the molecules in that metal or ceramic top are starting to vibrate higher and higher and higher because they're getting supercharged with electricity, which measured in current. Okay, we talked about that a couple calls ago. And it starts to glow red because it's going from the area of sound. Like if you really listen close, you might even be able to hear it, like a little sizzling. But eventually it's going to get to the point where it goes past sound very quickly and it is going to go to heat. And when something starts to heat up, then it's going to start to glow and create light. If we're in a totally dark room and I have that metal rod and I could superhumanly vibrate it as fast as possible, eventually after it stopped making a sound and I kept vibrating at a faster rate, it will start to glow dark red. And then it will start to glow and glow and glow and glow and glow even brighter until it's like a light bulb. Now, how many people know and are tracking that just the ability to vibrate something, metal in particular, back and forth that fast is going to go from motion to sound to heat. And then once something gets certain level of heat, it starts to give off light. That's why the sun does that. All right. So put a 1 in the chat if you understand that motion, sound, heat, and light are all vibrations. That's all they are. That's it. That's it. The sun vibrates that fast. That's why it's hot like that, but it's also lit like that. It's just what it does. Okay? Just vibration is lit. There is a law called the law of vibration. It's one of the 7 fundamental hermetic principles. It's in every spiritual text for all times. It's in the Bible in different languages. It's in the Quran, got some verses on it. It's in the Sanskrit text as well. It is in a ton of ancient texts. They don't call it the law of vibration, but you see a lot of that in there. You see people manipulating and using the law of vibration because it hasn't been taught for a very long time. Okay, so people understand. Now, if you were, and this is the last example we'll do, if you were continue to vibrate that, you would continue to vibrate that metal rod, it will become so bright that it would blind you. Okay, it would blind you. It wouldn't even melt you at that point. It would blind you. But even after that, if it started vibrating higher and higher, it would now create a type of energy that is beyond light that is called ultraviolet light. It will call ultraviolet rays. And you can't see these, but they can kill you. It's like radiation. At that point, it's vibrating so fast that it's not creating sound, light, or even heat. It is creating radiation at this point. It is creating ultraviolet rays that are not within the realm of human visibility. Okay. And when you start to vibrate the metal rod that fast, ladies and gentlemen, if you were to go beyond that, it would melt. It would become a liquid. If it were continually to vibrate, then it would become a gas. It would just flat out evaporate and go back into the air, into like the atmosphere. It would be gone. It would disintegrate. Okay. So everything that exists from things that move like motion, sound, light, heat, ultraviolet, okay, even liquids, it would melt and become a liquid at that certain level of vibration. And then it would evaporate into a gas and then it would break apart. And then it just becomes, ether basically at that point. which ether used to be on a periodic table. I'm not sure why it's not no more. But basically, everything is vibration. Is that clear? Does that make sense? I know it sounds weird. You might have to listen to this a year from now, then it'll make more sense. But everything is vibration. Okay, just be very clear about that. I need you to really understand that that's the level. That's the level of what we're talking about now. Now, Will, how does this make sense with essential oils? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the highest vibrations are invisible. We see that motion, speech, light, music, heat, all kind of stuff. It's just all rates of vibration. That's all it is. And we've proven that healing and even more prosperity, abundance, wealth can be affected with vibration because we talked about a couple of days ago. The words, which are vibration, it's your vocal cords vibrating. You have chords. And when they vibrate, they make sound. That is how you sing. That's how music works. The piano, your singing voice, okay, and the violin all work from vibration. It's really dang near everything in existence, okay? It affects everything in existence. Now, those vibrations, the words, the music, everything, it's going to affect water. We talked about that a call or two ago. It's going to affect plant life. We talked about that a call or two ago. And because you're over 60% water and your bones are 20 to 30% water and your heart is 73% water and your brain is 73% water, vibration, words, sound, music, the placebo effect, it's all vibration anyway. It affects the human body. It affects you. And also on a digital level, it can affect your bank account. Whoa, Will, now you're getting weird. No, I'm not. Because currency, we talked about this. Most money in existence is digital signals right now. It's not even real money. It's just digital signals. You get a commission check, it's typically a direct deposit. That's just a binary code. It's just digital signals. It's electronic. And electronic come from electricity. Electricity is measured in terms of currency. AC and DC, alternating current, direct current. It's all current. Water's current. Water's current. How do you know? When you go in the ocean, they say watch out for the strong current. Okay, if something's happening right now, you want to get paid tomorrow, you want to get paid yesterday, or you want to get paid right now, you want to get paid right now. You want to get paid in what? A current event. So it's even time is even involved in this stuff. Okay, everything you can possibly think of, it comes down to how that stuff works. Now, here's the highest, fastest vibration that has ever been clocked by science, and it's not ultraviolet rays. It's actually going to be a thought. A thought that your brain creates is the highest frequency vibration in existence. That is science. You can go read it. William Walter Atkinson wrote some great books on that stuff called Thought Vibration. You can go study it all you want. Okay. But thought is the same way that right now people are saying, placebo effect. Okay. I'm accepting that. They wouldn't have believed that 100 years ago, 50 years ago. The same way I'm telling you today that your thought is the highest vibration in existence ever. Okay. You may not want to accept that today, but you might 50 years from now. It might click for you and you'll start to demonstrate the things in your life. That is why thought, prayer, which is focused thought toward a particular end, that's what it is. Intention, okay, affects the human body and other things. Now here's an example. How many people know that if you take a car and you simply leave the car on somebody's front lawn, the car will disintegrate relatively rapidly? It'll get rained on and start to rust. If you leave a car somewhere, just leave it. The car, a brand new car, you just leave it there. Of course, the inside's going to get messed up with the engine oil because the engine oil becomes sludge. But the inside of the car, the seats, the hood, rust will start to eat holes in it. Animals will start to live in it. They'll find a way in. You could take the same car, put it right next to the other car. You could start the car once a week for 5 minutes and cut it off. And that what happens to that one car will never happen to that car. Will never happen to that car. It just won't. You don't have to drive it nowhere. Just start the thing, let it run, and then cut it off. It could be in the same rain as the other car in the same weather. It will not deteriorate at all like the other car. Eventually it will deteriorate because all cars do, but not like that one. And they're in the same place, same model, same car. Why? Several reasons. When you start the car, it's going to raise its vibration a little bit. The rumbling, the higher vibrations are going to be healthier. The higher vibrating car is healthier. Ladies and gentlemen, vibration even applies to machines. Got to start that thing, okay? However, The real thing is that your thoughts are paying attention to the car. I know, sounds crazy. You don't want to hear that. Your thoughts are so powerful, you can pay attention to something and it will be in better shape as something you neglect. You can pay attention to your business and it'll have a higher likelihood of being successful than a business you neglect, or a spouse you neglect, or a child you neglect. You pay attention to something, you're giving it a higher rate, you're giving it your vibration, the highest vibration you can give it, which is a thought. Here's the funny part. And this is, we'll just talk politics for 2 seconds, just for 2 seconds, just because, I just want to make a point. Do you know that there was a large group of people, and we don't need to comment any about this, just hear me out. I don't need no comments about it. I'm not trying to get y'all opinions about nothing. But I remember when President Barack Obama was running for president, and based on these metaphysical principles, I knew he would win because there was such a large number of people that hated his guts. They hated his guts, or they didn't want him to win. Better or for worse, they didn't want him to win, and they were giving him too much attention. It didn't even have to be, they were giving him too much attention. And when you give somebody that much attention, you're giving them your thought vibrations. And he won convincingly. Fast forward, you have President Donald Trump. Okay. And for the record, I like both of those guys, both of the presidents that won. I'm cool with them. And what ended up happening was, I never met them. They don't know me. I just mean, I don't have no problem with them. But here's the point. So many people were hating on President Trump to lose. Oh, he can't win. We don't want him to win. They were giving him their vibration. They were giving him the highest gift you could give a person, which is your attention. Of course he was going to win because you're giving him all your attention. So the people who wanted him to win they were paying more attention to making sure he would lose than that other candidates would win. But for people who understand metaphysical principles, this is why Kanye West is a billionaire. The dude knows how to troll at a level other people can't. And he is a multi-billion-dollar clothes designer, music, whatever, video game guy coming out, whatever. He just knows how to get attention. And when y'all understand that, you'll understand marketing at a whole different level. Some people say all good publicity, all publicity is good publicity or something like that. Whatever. But that's vibration. Now, here's the thing that we make this, all of that to say, we're going to bring this thing full circle because with essential oils, they can be programmed with your thought, which is a high vibration. So I want you to think of essential oils. I want you to think of them as organic machinery, and always check the QR codes in the back for the proper safety usage. If you really follow the protocol that I'm about to give you, and we're going to go more in depth on clear tonight and align, you can literally program an essential oil. We told you how this was a biblical concept where Christ was literally using his thought vibration. He was praying, he blessed the food. Okay? He blessed the food. The food was perfect. He made the bread and baked it. It wasn't no problem. But he blessed the food and broke it and gave it. And you got to understand, when you bless your food, it's just like Dr. Emoto's work we talked about a couple days ago. You're literally changing the molecular structure of the water with your thoughts. You can use sound too. You can speak to it and speak the blessing, but it even worked with just thoughts. You think about the water being beautiful and healthy and pure. And on the molecular level, now, I'm not going to say go drink no dirty river water. However, if you were to focus on it for a certain amount of time, okay, the water itself would change molecularly. Now, I don't know about the E. coli in there. I don't know about that alligator turds in that water, but the water itself is scientifically proven to change. Okay, so essential oils have been proven over millennia. The science is just catching up, but they've been proven for millennia that you can literally program them with your intentions. And then once they're programmed with your intentions, you can use them as a delivery mechanism, okay, to get into your body so that they can interact with cells. You've seen the Align video. You've seen what it's designed to do. If you've seen the Align video, put a 1 in the chat. And you've seen in that video with the microscopic on the cellular level, you've seen the Align touching the blood cells and the blood cells becoming healthier and fuller and moving faster at a faster rate of vibration. Go back and watch that video again with vibration in mind. Go back and watch the Align video with vibration in mind. And when you're watching it, you notice when the person, right when they showed the patient smoking a cigarette and eating a candy bar, and you see how slow their blood was moving. it was moving real slow and getting real sticky almost, that's low vibration. When the Align essential oil, which is already programmed with intention out the gate, this is why I don't buy products from no other company, because I don't trust their formulator. I don't know what y'all putting intent. Y'all probably not even praying over y'all products. I know our products are prayed over before we even get them. We even got Bible verses on the website. I love these companies. I love Green Organics. So here's the point. Those essential oils are going to interact now, and you watch it on the video, you start to see the blood cells moving a lot faster. Their rate of vibration is going up. Okay, going up. All right. So just understand that. So you can program your essential oils with your thought, which is the highest vibration that even in existence. Okay. And then it is going to take your thought, placebo effect time a million, because that's all about your thought. And then it's going to get that on the inside of your cells for rapid manifestation. Absolutely amazing. And everything we've been seeing with the testimonials is all proof of that. So let's go ahead and go to the oils right now. And I'm going to go back over clear with you. I was traveling yesterday, so I want to go back over clear because we're going to be using clear. Today was day one. We're going to be using clear again, which is day two. On day 3 and 4, we're going to switch to Align, but I'm going to give you the Align protocol tonight as well. And then on days 5, 6, and 7, we're going to be using Prosperity for 3 days. So make sure you have your Prosperity. And then on day 8, I think that's Monday, we're going to just seal in all those good results with the finishing oil. Just 1 day of finishing oil to lock in those results for the foreseeable future. So the essential oil protocol that we're using with Clear, Align, Prosperity, and Finishing Oil, that's going to incorporate principles of targeted essential oil application, layering, frequency elevation to support a balanced, abundant mindset. And I've really done a lot of research and had a lot of personal conversations with 3 of these 4 people. Dr. Joshua Plant, absolutely amazing essential oil pioneer. Youngest doctor ever to graduate from Harvard University. Still know him today. We haven't seen each other in years, but taught me a lot about essential oils. Alexandra Brighton, of course. I had the pleasure of talking to Miss Brighton like maybe a day or 2 ago. We had another conversation. She's amazing. Dr. Daniel Penuel, been trained by him. I haven't met Dr. Scott Johnson in person yet, but I will, and God willing, and just read a lot of his books. So this stuff comes from my personal education and information from 3 of the top 4 minds and essential oils ever. And 3 of those 4 people are medical doctors, and the one medical doctor that's not is Alexandra Brighton, founder of the Brighton Institute, the godmother of essential oils in the Western world. So that's the top 4 minds in essential oil history to me personally in our lifetime. Okay, so this is where this the type of information comes from. Now just know that when we're applying it, especially clear on day 1, but I mean this for all the oils. You're gonna make sure that you are focused on your intentions. And I want you in a quiet, undistracted environment. It can even be your car. It can be a bathroom stall. Some people told me they've been doing those in bathroom stall. Set your alarms on your phone for every 4 hours so you keep the timing window, because that 4-hour timing window within a couple of minutes is because it takes about 4 hours for essential oils to process through the liver. Okay, so just know that these are not random time frames. All right. You want to be in an undistracted environment and really focus on your intentions. And you already know what the intentions are for clear is to really, help get rid of those subconscious limiting beliefs, those automatic negative thoughts of, I can't do it, I'm not going to win, it's impossible, money doesn't grow on tree. We got to get rid of all of that type of stuff. Okay. And now here's the part I didn't mention yesterday that I should have. You want to drink a full glass of water, about 6 to 8 ounces of water, about 5 minutes before applying the oils. Okay. If you have any Celtic or Celtic sea salt, the kind that comes from Amazon, you can get the coarse or the fine in a little blue bag. It's like $7, $8. Just take a little pinch of that and put it under your tongue first. If you have that, only because it'll make the water absorption happen better and faster. If you don't have it, that's okay. But you want to drink a full glass of water about 5 minutes before applying the oils. And the hydration is going to help the cells absorb and use the oils more effectively. Because remember, your blood, your body, your bones, your brain, and your heart, your skin are all exceptionally high water content. So just know that. And we're literally programming water, but we're programming essential oils which are the number one best liquid to program in the universe, okay, forever, all right? Now, once we got that stuff knocked out on day one, when you wake up, it's all about clear, and there's just 1 to 2 drops of clear on the soles of each foot when you wake up. You'll notice that the soles of your feet, you may put it on there and then just let about 2 minutes for it to kind of dry before you start walking around. But also you can put it on the tops of your feet or the inside ridge of your feet there as well. Chelsea says, yeah, people should be drinking fulvic anyway. Yeah, y'all aren't on fulvic acid. Y'all are missing out on a lot, okay, on a lot. But water will do. You can add fulvic to it or not. What I typically do for fulvic, I normally put my fulvic not with water from my oils. I put fulvic in my juice that I drink with my apple cider vinegar, my berberine, beetroot max, mind, body, soul, magnesium, zinc, all the biominerals. I put all that in there because fulvic makes all of those more bioavailable. It makes the absorption better. But I don't need that level for water for essential oils. I just need to make sure I'm hydrated. Honestly, the hydration is really going to be important for you. And there's a lot of mental work going on. And when mental work going on, when subconscious limiting beliefs are being cleared out of your mind, there's actually a lot of electrical signals going back and forth in your brain. A lot of electrical signals, and those electrical signals are going to create heat. Not, it won't hurt you, but inside your body's always 90 some degrees. It's going to create some heat. Heat creates friction, and you're going to need to stay hydrated, or else you will become dehydrated doing this type of work. And also, your liver and your kidneys need to be working as well. So you're going to put 1 to 2 drops on the soles of each foot and focus on deep breathing for a couple of minutes, okay? And just imagine the stagnant energy, those traumatic events. Just imagine that stuff being released. Just close your eyes, relax, and you just want to imagine that the negative stuff is being released. It's very, very important. Remember, well, that sounds so woo-woo. And that sounds, ladies and gentlemen, didn't we just spend the last hour talking about how powerful your thoughts are? How they can heal you and make you healthy, especially in the right environment, especially with the right raw materials, supplements, water, sleep, rest, oil, sunshine, movement. You do understand your thoughts can make you sick too. The sword of Damascus swing both ways. We just didn't do all of the research about your thoughts messing you up with what you think, because that should be common sense. You do understand how many country music singers sing about being depressed and losing their wife and their horse, or somebody shot their dog, and that happens in real life to all these depressed alcoholic country music singers, right? You do understand all of these hip hop rappers talking about guns in jail all the time. They thinking about that stuff and they singing about that stuff. You do understand rappers are more likely to get shot or go to jail than any other music group. It's because that's what they thought so. So I don't think we need to educate y'all like Cardi B was married to the rapper dude. Like, oh, they're such a happy couple, but he was rapping about stuff and she was rapping. It's no wonder they both cheated on each other and got divorced. Like, what are we talking about? Because they're talking about it all the time. You can't hide from your thoughts. That's crazy. And they didn't understand. They're not in green organics net marketing companies, because they would have known not to be doing that stuff. So just understand, we don't need to do a whole training about how your thoughts can wreck your life. We just talking about some science and education about how they can help you and make your life better. So that's what you want to do. Now, 4 hours after you wake up and do that little 5-minute routine with your deep breathing and you're releasing the stagnant thoughts and everything like that, 4 hours later, your phone alarm is going to go off. No matter where you at, stop, go find somewhere private, okay? And you need to go through the same thing. But here's what's different with the next application of Clear. You're going to put it along the spine, just 1 or 2 drops, okay? Or on the back of your neck, or you can just reach around and rub it into the back, but make sure it's on some part of your spinal column, okay? You definitely want to get that on your spine and just rub in gently, but don't grind it all in there to the point where you little light rub and just let that go. Let it dry, let it soak into your skin, which is the largest organ in the body, okay? Your skin is the largest organ in your body. And then have that 5 minutes of just deep breathing and really focused on meditation. And then you're just becoming clear on what you want. So you were thinking in the first one about getting rid of all the stuff you don't want. The next application, you're really focusing on what you want, okay? Getting clear on what you want. So I was talking to Alexandria, all of the oils have multiple usages. They're programmed with intention for multiple usages, okay? And before you pick up the clear oil, you're thinking about it. It's called clear for a reason. you're already programming it on accident with what you want it to do for you based on the name of it. Okay? Same thing for personal power, which is really awesome. We got another oil coming out. I'm not going to talk about it right now for details. Maybe be out this month, I hope. We'll see. It is the most excited I have been for an essential oil ever, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. When we get this particular essential oil out, we'll do a training on it whenever it drops. We'll do a major training on it, but should be out later this month or something like that. So you got to get that on your spine. You're gonna be focusing on what you want. So it clear. It's not just about clearing out negative stuff. It's also about you becoming clear on what you want. Like Tony Robbins says, clarity is power. And the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So you need to start thinking about what you want during that second application. Now, 4 hours after that, which will be 8 hours after you woke up, you want to put 1 or 2 drops on your chest, okay? Get a good inhale from the bottle, get you a good whiff, and then take a 10-minute walk. Now, this 10-minute walk, and focus on breathing deeply. And when I say breathing deeply, you should inhale through your nose, and you're going to fill up your stomach with air and then fill up your lungs with air. You're going to hold that, and then you're going to breathe out very, very slowly out of your mouth. Okay, but breathing, you want to use that deep lung breathing. So when you're filling up your stomach with air, it's not really your stomach. It feels like that. It's the lower part of your lungs that most people never use. Okay, so you want to focus on breathing deeply, and you want to just be releasing. Imagine that you're blowing out the negative stuff. When you inhale deep, you're bringing in positive energy, abundance, and wealth. Just visualize that as you're going on your 10-minute walk. And a 10-minute walk is going to really flush your lymphatic system. It's going to really move the oils that have been saturated in your bloodstream, really get them moving all around your bloodstream. They're going to be touching every cell in your body will be touched by the essential oil. They will be clearing out cellular memory for days. Cellular memory is also a huge concept we'll train on one day. But a lot of times our body, our cells, DNA, RNA, like our cells are storing cellular memory, and they store a lot of cellular memory even about traumatic events that happened 14 generations ago. Your body stores information, good, bad, and ugly, from you and 14 previous generations of your ancestors. This is the truth. So essential oils, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get the exact number on this. How long? Let me see. Bear with me. This is good stuff. Put a 1 in the chat if this is good. If this information is really starting to, if you're starting to feel like a professional in the areas of taking control of your life with essential oils, you should, because this stuff really works. I've been doing this for years. Let's see. Yes. There we go. Thank you, Lisa. Get the ones in the chat. Essential oils touch every cell. Let's see if there's a chart on this. Here we go. Okay, I think this is one of the ones I'm looking for. And this is an article on from 2021 about essential oils getting into the bloodstream. Okay, it takes 20 seconds for essential oil molecules to reach the brain if you inhale them. If you put them on your skin, it will take 2 minutes, and they'll be found in the bloodstream. And it's going to take 20 minutes, and essential oils will have touched every cell in the body within 20 minutes. Okay, so within 20 minutes, the essential oils will not just be in your bloodstream. They won't just be at your brain. The essential oil molecules, they will have touched every cell in your entire body within 20 minutes. That's how fast they move when they get inside your body in a good way. Okay, now you're going to take that 10-minute walk. Now, 4 hours after that, which will be 12 hours after you wake up. So if you woke up at 8, and then you had your first application at 8, your second application at 12, the next application at 4, this next application will be around 8 o'clock, okay? And you're going to use clear. This is when you put it in your hands, on your hands, you rub it around, take a big, big inhale through your nose of clear, inhale, fill up your stomach with air, then your chest, then you're gonna hold it. So you're gonna shotgun it. You're gonna shotgun the clear for people who know. And then you're gonna exhale very briefly, and you wanna be in your space. If you had a diffuser, you can use a diffuser too during this time. But this is the longest application. That's why we call it a prosperity challenge, because it can be challenging to even get 20 minutes of your own time in peace and quiet with no phone alarms or kids or people bothering you. It can even be hard to take a 10-minute walk. It can even be hard to do 5 minutes of meditation. it can be hard to just, be in your clear space, private, quiet for 20 minutes. It can be a challenge, but we're going to get it done. And as you wind down, just visualize anything that happened to happen that day, good staying, and negative stuff just getting clear, and really focus on getting rid of those negative, those subconscious limiting beliefs, okay, about what you can't do and who you can't be and what you can't. Just let all that go and just go on with, breathe them out, go on with the wind, okay? And if you happen to be up for 4 hours after that, you want to do one more clear application on the soles of your feet before you go to bed. But if you're going to be asleep less than 4 hours from that last application for the day, that fourth application, you're good to go. Okay, so we did that today. We want to do that again tomorrow. Now remember, drink plenty of water throughout this protocol. All right, use your supplements, use your products. This is all very important. It helps the body do everything great. It's going to help the body in processing and integrating the essential oil. So HEPA detox essential oil over your liver, soul, the superfood powder, fulvic acid, black seed oil. These things are going to help you. Nova coffee even. These things are going to help you a lot. And if you don't have those, but you have the Go Design deodorant sticks or the soap, those even work because you're getting healthy products into your body, even through your deodorant and your soap. And the skin is the biggest organ on the body. So even if you think, oh, I don't have any products to use, if you got the soap from us or the deodorant, you're putting in healthy products into your body and you didn't even know it. So well done, okay? And here's another thing too. Notice what you notice. I would keep a journal, just paper and pen. I would write down anything over the course of a day. When you're using clear, you may go through some emotional things. You may have some types of emotional stuff start to well up. You may be a little more sensitive to people talking to you, or you may have some memories of things. You may get just overwhelmed emotionally for no reason. That is all normal and part of the clearing process of getting these things out into the open so you can deal with them and move on with your life, whatever they are. But I would keep a journal and I would write down any thoughts, emotional changes, even different changes in perspective about how you view life anyway, and any testimonials about abundance or prosperity. And abundance and prosperity is not just money. See, Jessica says she teared up on her walk today. That's not uncommon. That's actually pretty normal. It's good that that type of stuff is happening. That's good. All normal. Let it happen. That's how you know essential oil. Our oils really work. I can't speak for Walmart. I can't speak for Amazon. I can't speak for none of these other podunk companies out there. But our stuff does exactly what it's supposed to do every single time. But also too, write down any testimonials. And a lot of times, abundance is also going to be about abundance of relationships. You may just be making more friends out and about. It's the strangest thing that start to happen when you start to let go of those automatic negative thoughts and really key in on your best life that you can live by design. So keep your journal, any thoughts, emotions, changes in perspective, testimonials, anything like that, write that down, drink tons of water, use your products, obviously, get enough sleep, and remain focused on your intention each day. If it's clearing, focus on that. If it's getting aligned, like we'll talk about on the next call, yeah, we'll talk about aligned tomorrow. We kept y'all up too late tonight anyway. Talk about alignment or manifesting prosperity. These oils are going to act as supportive tools, technologies, modalities to amplify and align with those intentions. And the protocol is going to aim to create a gradual yet very powerful shift over these 14 days by using each oil's unique properties to foster clearing, centering, alignment is so important, and abundance over a concentrated period. So I will see y'all tomorrow for day 9 of the Prosperity Challenge, and I'm going to give you the Align protocol on that. We may even have some more information for you, but I think we've covered everything. And if you like information like this, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you watch those videos again in order and really get this information from your head to your heart so that you can really have profound results because you become what you think about. All right, so appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good night. God bless. I will see y'all on the next one.